Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, happy Thursday. I have to acknowledge one thing first, that this is the epitome of a relationship. In here, can't wait. Hi, everyone. Hi, Joy. Hi, Justin. If you're not sitting next to each other, then I don't know what's going on. This is what love is. This is what love in 2025 is. It is a couple that has been together, that just knows that as you sit next to each other and scroll through the internet, that you can send each other memes or even be in the same live chat and say hello. Oh no, not vocally, but in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. It is Thursday night. It is I guess it's episode 0 of Dave Rant, because I don't really know what's going on here. Let's harken back to the beginning. I've been ranting for a very long time about whatever comes up, right? And for some reason, you guys appreciate seeing my head explode. So I figured, why the heck not? We can do this on a Thursday. Probably. I don't know. I like Thursdays. Do you like Thursdays? I like Thursdays. Most Thursdays. We can start with that. And then obviously Sanudo distracts me with, I don't know what's going on here. That's the motto for this and that. 100%. This is an extension of that for sure. I think it's just an extension of how we roll. But look at, I think the whole point of this thing is just going to be to discuss with y'all things that are bothering me. And maybe not even bothering me, just things that are out there, things that come across, and it's like, it either makes me shake my head or face palm or whatever. But let's say hello. What's going on to both of the Sanudos, Jay and Joy? Welcome in, Rachel Fithian. Hello. Nathan, hello. It is kind of group therapy, right, Rachel? I appreciate that a lot. And what's up, Timothy Rainwaters? I hope you're all well. Listen. Sometimes we all just need a little outlet, a little group therapy, if you will. My favorite part of this is that I have these headphones on for literally no apparent reason. I'm not talking to anyone at all. Let me rephrase. I'm not talking to anyone who's talking back. We have the chat. It's all good. Oh. So I don't know what avenues we're going to go down on this show. I really have no clue. With the expanse of all of the topics and interests that I'm into, I don't know where this is going to lead. Yeah, there's going to be some Disney. There's always been a Disney Channel. There's going to be something associated with that. Content creation, for sure. It's always been something that I loved. It's not something that I do at any level of frankly competence. The reason that, I mean, if you look at the kind of like step-by-step way to really excel at putting content out, I have not listened to literally any of it. I know all of it. I research all of it. I listen to a lot of podcasts associated with it. I'm definitely the guy that keeps planning and not doing. And I think I've mentioned it before. 2025, I want to be the year of doing, and I really have screwed that one up already. And we're 15 days in, 16 days, excuse me. But it's not about what you did. It's about what you're going to do, right? The best time to start something was 4 years ago. The second best time is today. So it's kind of where we're at here. I will address this, Justin. It's really funny because I thought about this as a topic, not for tonight, but for down the road, where it's like, okay, we can look for them, because there are. And I mean, without getting into like a lot of the recent changes, recent DEI stuff, recent whatever you want to say, those decisions, right? And we can. I'm cool with that. We can dive right into it at some point. But I want to do some research on it, because I think there are actual Disney conspiracy theories out there. And not only that, but like, we all know about George, right? The ghost at Pirates of the Caribbean. So I kind of want to read up a little bit, get a little more info background, right? Like, the conversation last night was great. There was a lot of it where I was like, damn it, I wish I had studied a little bit of this before I came on. So that's on me. Need to do that. But yeah, so I think it's a slight possibility that Walt is frozen somewhere. 100%. Not a slight possibility. His head is frozen underneath Carousel of Progress, which they just celebrated the 50th birthday of, 50th anniversary, if you will, of the Carousel of Progress. Not so popular opinion. I don't think it needs to see 51. I think that that's a lot of real estate that you could do something fun at the Magic Kingdom. But I know that that probably pisses a lot of people off, but is what it is. I think it's great for a nap. I think it's really cool. But I think the fact that you have to take the last scene with a grain of salt means that it needs updated, it needs fixed, it needs changed. I get it. I know people love it. When it comes to nostalgia, it's not one of those for me. But yeah, but any rate, so to the first topic tonight, playing off the whole creating content, right? We all know TikTok is going to be banned on Sunday, allegedly, although the Biden administration is walking that back right now. There have been reports put out that he is going to extend the ban for at least 90 days, so it can be handled by the Trump administration. Whether or not that's legit, I don't know. But I think it's because of two things. One, the absolute uproar right now as to from the creators that are on it. And two, the fact that the creators that are leaving and going to not the partially owned Chinese CCP app, or partially owned via a company that is partially owned by the CCP. No, we're flocking to, what does it be? Red Note, which is the wholly owned CCP app. Yes, that's right. The Chinese Communist Party, that we are concerned about taking all of our data, has an app that's just for Chinese citizens. But it's 100% in Mandarin, in Chinese. And people from TikTok, as a big middle finger to the US government in their eyes, are flocking in droves to Red Note. Okay? Now, here's the deal. It was, I don't know if it is still, but it was the #1 downloaded app on both the Apple and Google Play Store earlier this week. That is bananas to me for a couple reasons. One, I get a text from Brady saying, hey, they're all going to this. We need to go over. No, absolutely not. Now, listen, I know that everyone has my data 100%, but first of all, you're going to an app that you're giving Chinese government access to your phone directly. What in the ever-loving hell are you people thinking? Just start there. What are you thinking? That is dumb. Well, let's forget the national security portion of it. You're putting your job at jeopardy. If you have a device which your work emails tied to in any capacity, and they can gain access to that because of an app that you downloaded on a device that was supplied by work, I mean, that's worse than clicking on a phishing email. I mean, what the hell? You voluntarily went out and did that. You didn't get tricked into it. You didn't get duped into it. Like, what in the ever-loving hell are you thinking? So that's part one, right? You're putting yourself out there unnecessarily. Now, granted, you're going over there, and from what you see on TikTok, that people are reporting back, the TikTok refugees that are going over there, it's already started. They've met a bunch of really nice Chinese people that just want to know what we do, and they're starting to learn Mandarin. Are you kidding me? That's fantastic. That's awesome. Here's where it shouldn't be done: on an app owned by the CCP. You freaking kidding me? Why? Why? So dumb. Absolutely so dumb. Not the communication. Love that. But what you're doing it on. Okay? So that's fantastic. It's great. That's cool. But now we are Penn State, roughly less than 3 days away, less than 72 hours away from the alleged shutdown of TikTok. Now, that shutdown is basically, hey, Apple and Google, you can't download it anymore. There won't be any updates. But the second part of that is that it cannot be hosted on any U.S. servers, which right now is hosted by Oracle. It would have to be shipped offshore, and that would end up having a bunch of latency issues, and they wouldn't be able to supply. Why can't I think of the actual word? It won't be able to support. That's what I'm looking for. It won't be able to support the U.S. from out of country servers. So TikTok has said that they are planning to, if the ban goes through on the 19th, they are planning to shut down TikTok wholeheartedly in the US, which has made a lot of people really sad. And a lot of creators are very sad. And a lot of creators are telling a boatload of stories about how they went from making a single video on TikTok to making a boatload of money on TikTok and having it be their only source of income on TikTok, that the government is now taking away from them. And all of that is true. And TikTok Shop, for dozens and dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of small businesses, has been a great outlet and a very, very simple way to get in front of your target audience all over the nation. And you've made a ton of money. That's awesome. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, I've always invoked a lot of what Gary Vaynerchuk has said. Gary V, the social media guru, the person that took his dad's liquor store from $3 million annually to $60 million annually on the back of Google AdWords, SEO, but more so starting YouTube the year that YouTube started with a wine show called Wine Library, and is now blown up and does social media content for a ton of very high profile companies, including several Super Bowl commercials, all kinds of stuff, right? And if you listen to his podcast or any of his content every single day, it all comes down to a couple things. One, hard work, consistency are going to get you there. But one thing he's always stressed is the outlet's not the answer. It's never the outlet. The outlet, the answer is your content. It's getting better at your content, making content that is going to hit with an audience, specifically the audience that you are speaking to. And one of those things is you don't just go with one app. You can't. Because if you do, you're putting yourself at the mercy of the app. And not only that, if you're making content on TikTok, it's not the exact same content that you need to put on Instagram Reels. No, it's not. It's not the content that you need to. It's not the exact same content that you need to put on YouTube Shorts. If you're making more long form content, you don't want it to be the exact same as on YouTube, right? Long form like this. Podcast, same thing. It's not going to be the same thing. You need to speak to your audience the way that you're going to speak to the specific audience that you're going after. And I know I'm kind of weaving to get there, but here's my point. My point is that for those creators that did well and then migrated to other platforms, whether you hit it off on TikTok and then attempt, even if you just took the same short form vertical content and moved it from there to Reels, moved it from there to Shorts here on YouTube, any of that stuff, and then built that audience across multiple outlets. Kudos to you. The people that are sitting here right now, less than 72 hours away from a TikTok ban, that are upset that they're losing their only outlet, you have no one to blame but yourself. It's not the government's fault. It's not China's fault. It's not any single solitary politician's fault. It's your fault because you didn't diversify. It's your fault because you did not look at the absolute massive opportunity in front of you and take what you are making and put it on other outlets. At minimum, you would have somewhere else to go. So right now, you're sitting there upset that TikTok is your only outlet. It's going away. No one to blame but yourself. Now, the shit part is, with that said, I don't think TikTok is going away in any capacity. I don't think that I think that Biden is probably going to sign what he needs to sign for this to be kick the can down the road another 90 days. And the reason being is because the CEO of TikTok in America is sitting on the dais at the inauguration on Monday. You cannot make this shit up. You can't. So I digress. That's what I missed in the chat. Anyone remember Vine? Yes, 100%. I did not mess around with Vine a lot, but if you know anything about TikTok, a lot of the Vine creators, once TikTok started getting beyond what Musical.ly was, migrated to TikTok, and a lot of that same style, same thought process worked on TikTok as it did on Vine. So 100%, they're around and they're there. Kate, welcome in. Hope you're well. What does this have to do with the Nephilim? I think that the Nephilim are the ones that are trying to ban TikTok. It's almost like the younger Dryas of TikTok. Maybe. Bill, Stefan, what's up, man? Welcome in. TikTok people, I know nothing about Tucker, really. I think that's TikTok people I know nothing about Tucker. I'm assuming that's supposed to be TikTok, really, but can't. Can't they go to another streaming system and create something like, 100%. No. So 100% can. I mean, that's kind of the whole point, is that if you're going to create content on one outlet, why wouldn't you put it on multiple outlets, right? You know, the algorithm's completely different, right? Everyone's all about the TikTok algorithm, pushing all this stuff out and yada, 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 and all that stuff. And that's the one proprietary thing that they feel that they have over Zuck's ship over there on Instagram face page and in you page here, YouTube here. I haven't even said Twitter. we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, you can take all that content and go to any of these other platforms. There was obviously scuttlebutt this week that Elon was going to buy TikTok as well. I think that was just a complete moot point. No, that wasn't going to happen. It's interesting though, because if you follow what Twitter is doing right now, you have some of the biggest gaming streamers streaming on Twitter right now, X, if you will. Sorry, I guess I should actually, call it as it is here. Let's see. Let's go to the gaming tick page and see. Yeah. Right now, you have 112,000 people watching Tim the Tatman, who is a massive YouTube streamer. 112,000 people watching him play Marvel Rivals. And let's just look here, seeing how I follow him on the tick page or the YouTubes as well. And he is live on there with another 22K watching him. So here on TikTok, he has a boatload of people, like an absolute boatload of people watching him right now. 112K. That's freaking insane, for sure. Yes, Rachel, I saw this today. I saw the TikTok that he was talking about getting a bunch of investors and wanting to talk to them about buying it, which is pretty crazy to me. Good for him. Be great. I think someone's either someone's going to buy it or it's just going to get the can is going to get kicked down the road, and we're kicked down the road. Yeah, that's right. Right? Yeah. All right. And we're going to have that. But yeah. Have to breathe after that one. That one was good times for sure. Someone's going to buy it. I think it'd be really interesting if Elon did. Really interesting, for sure. It would, but that proprietary algorithm is worth a lot. Now, allegedly, it wouldn't be sold with it, but you've already, if you take a step back, right? You've already had both Instagram, both the ship that Zuck built with Facebook and Instagram already attempting to incorporate TikTok into their app with Reels, and then YouTube with Shorts. Again, vertical short form content is what we're going after here, and there's always going to be an outlet for it. It just depends on how it's going to be put in front of you, and that's what people always loved about TikTok, was that the algorithm was super smart about what you're watching now, right? So if you did a couple searches for, let's say you're going on a Disney trip, right? And you searched for a couple TikToks on strategies for the Magic Kingdom. Okay. And you search on TikTok for, the best way to tour the Magic Kingdom. You would then, and you watch a couple of those videos, you would then get fed in your For You page all of that stuff. But if in 3 weeks you changed your mind and now you're planning on going to Tahiti, it would then switch lanes on you. I can help developers build something comparable quickly, though. Yeah, I don't disagree. I do not disagree. I think you could theoretically build something. You have to. The issue is, and Rachel, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. The issue is that when you're building that out, you need to get people to go to it. So you have to have some semblance of a budget to get that information out there, right? You can wait for it to organically grow like Musical.ly did. But you have to be able to get it out there. And not only that, story real quick. You need to get it in the hands of the right people. And the right people are 13 to 17-year-olds. Gary Vee tells this story. He's sitting in an airport and he was looking around and there were all these people on this yellow app with a ghost, right? And it was before Snapchat took off. And from seeing kids work through Snapchat or use Snapchat incessantly, it was the first look at that. But so I digress, right? So how do we get people to that app? That's the real question. Because the biggest issue is every single app wants to keep you on the app. The YouTube algorithm is designed to keep you on YouTube. The TikTok algorithm is designed to keep you on TikTok. All of them want you to stay there, which means then you are watching it for X amount of time, whatever that is. Now they have analytics and metrics associated with that. They can now take that to every single, every single person who may want to buy advertisements and tell them that they have a retention rate of 6.5 minutes every time the app comes on. And most people turn on the app 14 times a day. So now they have all these metrics that they can now market to companies that want to get in front of you. Social media companies don't give an ever-loving F about the content that's there. They want the content to be interesting. They want you to make interesting content, and they will pay you for it once you are deemed worthy of having made interesting content. Okay? What they care about is your data, and not necessarily you, the person that is creating it. They care about the data of the person, you, that is watching it. They want to know how long they can keep you on their app so that they can then take that data and sell it. Not necessarily your data, but the data that they gather from the time that you were there. That's all that they want. Chirp is here. This is great. Shep Industries is in the works with ShepX Talk Tube Gram Chat. Perfect. That name, I don't know. I was trying to make it a little more better. Shep, you'll do super well with that. 100% for sure. I know you will. 100%. Fun stuff. So, yeah, love it. I don't have any rants about the Nephilim right now, Stephen K. I apologize. In all honesty, that's kind of all I was thinking about today. It's been a hot minute. I know I put this up the other day. Didn't really have too much of a chance to think through what the topics were tonight, but that one jumped out for sure at me. So, look at I think this is going to be a Thursday thing. I think so. And I'm pretty sure I've already somehow have like a Dave Rant podcast set up out there. So we might upload this. We'll see. Maybe I'll just throw it on the other one. But the thought process here on out, Dave Rant on Thursday. Sunday is going to be discussions with Brandy and I, and the podcast is coming back. I swear, I'm still waiting on some scheduling conflicts. So hopefully that is Tuesday. Hopefully this coming Tuesday, we have a podcast. Other than that, Brandy and I will be back Sunday for discussions. Don't know what we're talking about. Jay Grubs, what's up, dude? It is Dave Rant Thursday for sure. What is the future conspiracy usage of AI? What are they projecting? 2030 that AI is smarter than all of us, like become sentient? Is that correct? I feel like that's it. I'm writing the topic down, dude. I there's like we need to I need to keep topics and I need to do a little more research. Like I'm okay at ranting off the cuff, but like what I really want to do is put together solid. So Shep 199 from Shep, the Dave cast. Yeah, I love it. It's good times, man. As always, Shep, thank you for the super chat. You're a good man. You really are. All right, so we need AI versus peoples. Cool. Conspiracy. What was the other one? Oh, Disney. Disney conspiracies. Oh yeah, I can dive into that one. 100%. Tina, what's up? Hello. Thank you. Appreciate you, Tina. Thank you so much. All right, so these are topics. So yeah. So look, like I said at the beginning, do a lot of planning, do a lot of listening, do a lot of thinking, try to do some more action. So this is just one of those nights. So figured we get on here, talk about all the fun stuff, go to town. Gary, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Welcome in. I want to do this. We're going to continue to do this. This is going to be a thing. Action. 25 is a year of action. That's the plan. Hasn't started off great, but we're gearing up. We're gearing up. So, yeah, Sunday, Brady and I will be back. For sure. Could rant about the fires. I could. Feel bad though. You know, I mean, the Cali fires. We talked about it a little bit last night. Like, there's a ton of conspiracies around it, right? Like, the one that I heard today was the fact that Gavin Newsom came out and wants to get everything prepped for the Olympics. So they needed however many acres, and then it was a land grab for that currently, and they're putting together the city of the future. LA 2.0 is what they're calling it, and they wanted to do that by 2028 for the Olympics. There's so much destruction and people have lost so much that like it to talk about it in a tongue-in-cheek fashion, really don't want to go into it for an extended period of time. Like I get it, and I don't want to do it for clicks because it's not cool. Personal opinion as of right now. Now, that doesn't mean that once we get all this, once everything's handled, doesn't mean we're not going to go down that road. But for right now, best notebooks you can buy. Little Moleskins, they're fantastic. Not a sponsor, but I've been rocking these for about 20 years now, and I just love throwing random little shit in here. It's freaking great. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. Sunday we'll be back 7-ish, might be 7:30. I got to talk to Brandy on what time we're gonna rock and roll through this. But then plans hopefully Tuesday, D&T Wednesday for sure. If you're interested, Patreon's down in the description. If you're interested. Okay. Someone told me one of the big insurance companies won't insure in VA anymore. Are we next? I don't know. Do you have lithium under your state? That's my... I'm telling you. Rare earth metals. Allegedly, a lot of that stuff's going to be lifted next week. But it's people who, and I don't, and I know not all, have money, and it's a drop in the bucket. Yep, 100%. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. If you want the real one, it was the fact that they just needed to burn down P. Diddy's house to get rid of all the evidence so he can get out. That's the one out there that's kind of ludicrous, but who knows? It's all ludicrous. Yep. Oh man, what was the rant about? I'm sorry, I didn't know you're on. Tina, no worries whatsoever. We ranted a little bit about TikTok and the people going to Red Note and yeah, go back. It was pretty okay. Feels pretty okay. Was it as over the top as some might have been, but for sure. Hey, look at Shep. Yep, 100%. Cool. All right. I think that's it, folks. I think that's it. Red Note is worse than TikTok will ever be. I know. That's what I was saying. Tina, we're on the same page. 100%. Love that. All right. So, listen. Y'all have a great night. I know Corey just started. He's over watching Yeehaw Bob. Yeah, rip Bob Euchre. Yeah, sad face on that one. Loved Mr. Belvedere. Great show. Yeah, 100%. Yes. Not the card game. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I don't know. Sorry, I saw that Euchre was spelled wrong, and it. You guys played Euchre? EUCHRE? Gotta play Euchre. Wasn't the California Fire, Shep. It was not. So, anywho, listen, appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for coming in. Oh, Corey, Jeff's on right now. Head on over there. Go watch all of them. And have a great Thursday. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. When Shep gets a couple moments away from his 97 kids, we're still going to go down this D and Tiki road. So we got that and D&T Wednesday night. So look at Brandon. I'll see you here Sunday. It should be up shortly. So probably tomorrow. I gotta fight with AI to make me bald clean shaven instead of bald and bearded, which is all it ends up trying to do, which pisses me off. Lay there in bed trying to put this thing together for 10 minutes before I fall asleep, and it takes me 45, and I'm frustrated at my phone. But anywho, this is the longest goodbye ever. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Shep, thank you for the super chat, my guy. Thanks, sure to have a great night. But we get Brandy ranting. Yeah, we can. I'm here for it. She will rant. Anywho, love y'all. We will catch you on the other side. See you Sunday. Might be on with Chris Saturday. I don't know. Whatever. Another great weekend because no one's going outside because it's 12 freaking degrees. You're very welcome. Have a lovely evening. Love y'all. Catch you real soon. Bye.